Hi, welcome to Ditzy's Diamond Den. So today we are going to be having the great tray off of 2023. So I've got here a Venti by NyxsNotions. I have got their Beast. I have got CatProof Fine Boy. I have got the BijouBliss Max. And I have the BellaArtdeNicole, and I cannot remember what size they have, what this one was called, but it's the largest one they have. So if you have been liking my content and you would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. I definitely appreciate it. And as we gather more accessories, we will definitely be doing more comparisons. So I'm not going to really give you my opinions because everybody has different things that work for them. I'm just going to actively show you how these work so you can determine whether or not it may or may not be right for you, so you can make your best decision. So we have got the Vampire's Desire by NyxsNotions. This is a Venti. It is very, very long for people that multi-place with their 15s. It also has extremely high sidewalls if you happen to be a very, very vigorous shaker. This one does not come with a cover. So as you can see, it does have a stopper, and the stopper comes off like this. If you go like that, your stopper is not going to come out. Now let's test it. Okay, so the stopper will fall out if you do it upside down, but why are you going to put your tray upside down unless you're dropping it? At which point your drills are already all over the place. The next one we have is the NyxsNotions. This one is from Fairy Lane. This is their Beast mode. So am I going to spill any beads if I drop this? No. Okay, so the only thing I found on this particular one is this, the cover. The very first day it kind of did this, and I think that may have just been because I don't know how to put this thing in or out with this inside of it. So I don't think that they are meant to be used together. So I think this is user error right here. I believe it is supposed to be put in here for when you are emptying your stuff and not meant to be placed in with the stopper. Once again, the stopper, it's got a little round part at the end, just like the Ventis do. So these are not going to be spilling out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this was simple user error. So next we have the CatProof, and I've heard wonderful things about these. They can, oh, they do fall off. They do fall off. So these are very nice and soft though, so I do like those. Now this is on a hard floor, so if this hits carpet, I don't think that is going to happen. But I'm just showing you what did happen. So this one is the CatProof tray. And this one does not have, its spout is inside. It does not have an outside spout nozzle. So here we've got the BijouBlissDesign. This one is done with a magnet. And let's see what happens when we drop this bad boy. Magnet. And this one is also a magnet. So let's see if the lid is on. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Okay. Nope. That guy's sticking too. So next up we have the BellaArt. The BellaArt does have this, which is for me a little bit hard to get in and out. But I'm guessing, look at that. Yep, that sucker's in there. It does have a pull back that you can pull it in and out, and it does have like little ridges to hold it in. So let's go ahead and drop this and see what happens. So as you can see on a hard surface, if you have hardwood floors, all of the lids have come off. So when it comes to you choosing a lid, if you're just like, oh, I like that lid, they're all made equally. As for the lids for like this cat proof one, so what happens if we take these, because they are made for, I know the cat proofs are for actual cats. So what happens if we just pause them like a kitty? Okay, so that one, the kitty got the top off. Okay, kitty got the top off. Kitty is not getting the top off of the Bella Art. And the kitty is not getting the top off of this. And this one does kind of go in pretty hard. So I'd probably say out of all of these, this one would probably also be the most kid proof. So that's how all of these do. So let's actually test all of these out and see where we are. So I've got 2 different pins here to test these out. I have the wide multi-placer and I've got a thin multi-placer so you can see the difference in them. So we are gonna start off with the NyxsNotions Vente. So this one is the iridescent drills from Diamond Art Club. And let's see how these kind of jiggle back and forth. Give it a jiggle and let's move them to the bottom. Okay. So I didn't put a lot of drills in there and you can see these line up. Let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. So we're gonna zoom in there, and as you can see, they are lined up pretty nicely. I don't have a lot of excess in the bottom right there. So let's see how straight we can get these guys. So we've got them nice and even. Let's grab, push, and lift. Those are pretty even. And that felt really good. You can see the placement, the width is appropriate for this. Also, you can see that they fit in there nice and tight if you like a tight fit, which I personally do like a very tight fit. If you don't like a tight fit, these are in there pretty tight. I like it. And there we go. Once again, nice, clean pickup. So that is the iridescence. They do move comfortably inside of this. It was very easy to shake this out and get them straight. So how is it when we are trying to empty it? So we just take this out. And as you can see also, just an FYI, so you can shake these pretty vigorously in here. Look at that, guys. If you're a vigorous shaker, those walls are awesome. So we're gonna see how well these pour back in, see if we lose any. We'll see if we lose any that's not my own fault. And let's see. So they all came out nicely. I've got 3 on the table. There we go.
1 in the tray.
Oh, and 1, so I've got 3 on the table and I still had 1 left in the tray. Not bad. So let's move on to the fairy lane. As you can see, this one has a much deeper beginning part. So we're just gonna try this. This one does not have as tall a sides. So let's give it a shake. Still shaking pretty vigorously and they are not falling out. Oh, one did fall out. That's okay, we're moving to that tray next. So let's see how well these line up. Okay. So those lined up okay. You do want to make sure that you get them through here because obviously I have a lot of stack up through here. That is just the way I placed them. But they did move down very, very smoothly. They are lined up very, very well. And that is a really nice pickup. These ones also are kind of tight if you do like that tightness. That is with the thin. And that is with the thick. That is also very clean. So this one also does have the lines that are very, very close together if you don't like a lot of that side wiggle. Some people do, some people don't. So let's see how well this one is to empty. So this one does come with the lid. So let's put the lid on here and give this an empty. Just so you know, I'm not saying anything bad or good about any of these. So far, I've been using them. All of them have their uses. I am happy with all of them. I just want you guys to be able to make your own well-informed choices. So how many are left? 3. So we've got 3 left in here. And as you can see, when I did try to put them in my round containers, I did get quite a bit of run off here, but I've still seen worse. And I do really, I like that one quite a bit. I actually like them all quite a bit, just for different purposes. So these are the iridescent. So here is our cat proof. So we're gonna pour those in, give it a little bit of a shake there, a little bit of left, a little bit of right, and a little bit of pour down. So that's what it ended up with exactly the same thing I did right there. This one is also got the tighter lines, but it is a little bit wider than the NYX's over here. So we're gonna grab that. You can take a look at the levelness. And then let's go ahead and grab it with my thin. And see where we end up. There we go. So the one thing to keep in mind also is, so this one is not as dense. So like this one, I can't really bend this at all. This is a beast, there's no bend. There is a touch of bend on this one. So as you can see right there, just a little bit. So that's also something to keep in mind while you're working with these is, do they have any bend? This one's got a little wiggle. Let's see how well this one empties out. So we go through this hole here, so let's get them all there at the entrance. Do a little push down. Push down. I just knocked one out. Okay, so they're all there. And then they come through that hole into your trays. So let's see where we end up, and empty. None are left over. I knocked that one out. None fell out. This thing emptied like a boss. We got our Bougie Bliss, which so far, I'm gonna be honest, Bougie Bliss is pretty amazing. There is tiny bit of give, but this thing is very, very robust. Got some wiggles, 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 and A little bit of turn down service there. So there we are with that. This one is, its width is about the same as the CatProof. I'm gonna do a little pickup there. You can see all of these are coming along just fine. Do a little shake, show you what the wide ones look like in case you are a wide user. Making sure that all of these work appropriately. There you go. So that, all of these, the thick pins and the wide ones fit just fantastic. So on this one, you put the cover on, you pull out this magnetic bit and give it an empty. All of them, zero spillage and zero left inside your case. And this just goes right on the bottom and stick the magnet back in. So here is the Bella. Let's go ahead and give this one a try. We're gonna spill those right there. Give it a shake. This thing is huge. You can fit so many drills in this one. I mean, it is the biggest one out of all of them. I mean, seriously, just gigantic, guys. So, there they are. So with this one, I personally feel like there is quite a bit more space in between right through here. So when I go to multi-place, this is actually not my personally preferred one, just because it is so wide for my squares. I feel like I have to really get them and move them and line them up. To me, feels just a little bit harder. And this one does have some give also. But obviously this one is pretty good for the spill proof also. Where did my thing go? Where did I just have it? Here we go. So let's empty this. I'll take this out. Upside down. Give it a little turn. Give it a little turn. Zero spillage and 3. There are 3 left in this. So there we go with that. So there's the iridescence. Here's what we're liking about them. So that is with the iridescence. I am going to kind of just give you an idea now of what the rounds and the ABs are like, because they're made different, the ABs especially, and so they do not move around in these trays the same as an iridescent or a normal one would. So let's check out the round drills in these. So there we go. So the rounds, quite a bit of space there. I don't do rounds very often. I don't really care for them as much, but let's see. Okay, I still got those lined up pretty gosh darn good, guys. Pretty good. So I'm just gonna take this, and we've already tested the other things, so let's just dump them in there. There you go. Give this a little bit of a shake. Hey, I've got some greens and some grays in my pink drills here, guys. Okay. So there we go for those ones. I think I did kind of like the feel of the rounds in this one better. So I think this one has thinner in between your rows than this one did by just a little tiny bit. Let's put a couple in here and a couple in there. Let's have you guys take a look and what do you think? So there's that one. And then there's that one. So go ahead and just take a look at from side to side. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing it. So this ones are a little bit tighter than those ones. So they both did a good job of lining up. I'm liking this one, I think, a little bit more from around. Okay, let's check out this cat proof. How are we doing here? Woo, slippery little devils. Okay, so as you can see, we are gonna need to go down and kind of a little bit sideways here with the cat proof, with the correct movement. So these did line up very, very beautifully. So we're just going to snatch those up and gorgeous. So as you can see, I mean, so far all of these are made pretty equally. It really is just a preference on how close you like your lines together and maybe the visuals. Let's check out this Bougie Bliss. I think the real test is going to come when we start checking out the ABs, because I know that I've got a couple of the different cheaper trays, and some of those ABs, they do not want to line up. They do not want to get straight. They're just a pain in the butt. So here is the Bougie Bliss. Everything is lined up. This one is, the width apart looks like this is about equal to the Vampire's Desire. So we're just gonna lift that up. There we go. Gorgeous. Just like the other ones have been. All of this is just gorgeous. Here we go. I really do like the heaviness of these two also. This one is extremely heavy. This one's extremely heavy. This one's pretty heavy. This one's much lighter. This one's in between. Okay. So as you can see, with this one, it does have much wider in between of the other ones do. So I am going to need to kind of angle, go to a little bit of an angle there. Let's grab these up. And there we go. Got them. So that is the rounds in all of these. So for my very, very last test, we are gonna try to do some ABs, because I promise you, these ABs are not going to be the same as these other drills are. I love the way this one empties. I really do. The funnel on this one is just fantastic. That's why I said I love all of them for different reasons and different purposes. None of these trays are what I would call a bad tray. So here we are with our ABs. I am not going to pick these ones up. You've seen how the squares get picked up, and you've seen how the rounds get picked up. So I'm just going to show you how well do these straighten out, because we know these ABs stick together. We know that when we're trying to shake them around, sometimes they just do not want to flip the right side up. They are just mean that way. They're just mean. So there we go. Vampire's Desire. Look at that. There's our ABs. Barely any upside down. Nice and straight. Gorgeous. Let's check out our Fairy Lane, which is also NyxsNotions. Let's move those ones right there. Let's give this bad boy a shake. Shake it up, baby, now. We've shaked, we've rolled, we've wiggled, and let's try. So here is the ABs on the Fairy Lane. Got a little bit more up on the top. We've got a couple flipped down and a little bit on top of each other, a few on top of each other. So let's try our cat proof and see where we stand with those, because we all know these ABs are sticky. We're always like, please flip over, get off of each other. Just go in a straight line. Especially for anybody that likes to multi-place ABs. I personally, I cannot stand multi-placing ABs. I have never figured out how to do it very well. So I checkerboard method all of my ABs. I multi-place with everything else, but when it comes to my ABs, I just stick with the checkerboard method. So here's the cat proof with the Aurora Borealises. There it is. Get it in the right position. No cheating on any of these. I want you guys to really see. Do a little shaky shaky. Let's get a little shaky shaky. Okay. There we go. Woo-hoo. Do a little bit more shaky shaky, gentle gentle. Alright, so these are about the same. So we've got a lot of them flipped over the correct way. We've got a lot of stuck on these. This is not the tray's faults, guys. This is just how ABs are. So, but we do have a little bit of overlap going on here. And we do have some that are just not wanting to line up correctly. So we are on to Bougie Bliss next. Let's see about getting these guys out. Out, 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 ouch. Okay. So, Bougie Bliss, guys. Here we go. A little shake to the left, a little shake to the right. Start shaking it up and down the sides, up and down the sides. Give it a little shake. And shake. So as you can see, I like all of them. This one is my favorite for ABs because these, look at that. They just slide right down. This one personally is my favorite for ABs. Here we go. those in. This one is the Bella Art. Oh, I'm not starting this fairly. Let me move you guys up there. We want everything to be nice and fair. Here we go. So a shake to the left and a shake to the right. And get a little shaking going on the side and on the way down. Look at him go. So here we go. And I know this isn't always the way everybody does their drills, but this is the way I do my drills. So as you can see with this one, we do have a lot left over on the sides. They did all go down though, but I will have to shake and rattle and roll this one a little bit more just to get everything lined up all pretty. But as you can see, it didn't take very long to do that. So like I said, they all have their places. Personally for me, I love this bad boy because it is so huge. So if I've got like a ton of color blocking that I'm doing with a certain, this is my fault, guys. Don't pay attention to all that. This one actually pours out really, really good. I just didn't put the lid on. I'm not taking very good care. Do not hold that against this tray. This is user error. So you've seen all of them, so you can make an informed choice about all of these trays for yourself and which ones that you like. I like them all. Let me tell you what I personally do like about all of these. This is if I am going to be doing a large sized color block, this is my go-to because I can do a huge size with this without having to refill it. I do have to shake it around a little bit more and line up than maybe with some of the other trays, but I don't have to refill it over and over again because the amount of drills you can fit in this is nuts. This is the color blocker amazingness. I like to do my Aurora Borealises in my Bougie Bliss. I don't feel like I have any sticking problems or anything like this. They all just slide down. Everything is beautiful. This is my go-to for my ABs. My CatProof is another one that I do like to use for the areas where I'm going to be doing quite a bit of color blocking because you never have color blocking. So I'll do, like, if you're doing two main colors of color blocking, my biggest one will go on this one. My second biggest one will go in this one. So these are my color blockers because they are huge and amazing. So this one is for all my other special drills. I love my iridescents. I love my fairy dusts. All my other special drills I like to put in this one. It shakes. I don't have to worry about losing anything. They line up really, really beautiful. I love how deep this was. I also really like the funnel on this one. It's very rounded, so you don't get that weird stuck edge that you get on some of these other ones. Like all of these, you do kind of have to wiggle a little bit to get it out, but this, I mean, you just, and it is just out. So that one is amazing. This one I will definitely use, but this one is actually just kind of a do-it-all. You know, I can do my ABs in this. I can do my fairy dusts. I can do my regular drills. So this one's kind of a go-to for all of your drills. So like I said, I love them all, but you have now seen them. You can decide which one maybe you want to buy. I am going to have the links of all of these amazing small shops, links in the description in the video, so you can go and check them out yourself. Like I said, all of these small shops are amazing and they all have their uses. So if you are just looking to try out a first one, this will give you a good idea of where to start. But if you definitely have the funds, I would suggest doing what I did and buy one of each, because they all have a place in your diamond painting experience. Thank you so much for watching the Great 2023 Tray Off. We will have another one in 2024. And we can also look forward to me showing you some different putties and some different waxes, some different pens, and just showing you all the different accessories you can get from the amazing small shops that work so hard to make our diamond painting experience as amazing as it can possibly be. So thank you all for your hard work.